is what is this? I didn't even know where the hell I was or what it was or what life was this. I just like I want to go back to my dream. The dream was so good.
So you're telling me every night you only sleep an hour at a time and wake up every hour?
Pretty
Oh
much
God.
two.
That's awful.
I just don't sleep all the way through. I toss and turn the whole night.
Why?
That's why I go to bed. Just because I go to bed at 10 and get up at 6 or 7 doesn't mean it doesn't mean I get 8-9 hours of sleep. I have to account for all the times I'm flip flopping and fucking.
I think the only thing that wakes me up is when Lex comes into our room in the middle of the night,
How do you sleep all the way through? I don't understand.
like a normal person.
I don't sleep all the way through, but that's only because my kid.
Yeah, if like the other night, what was it? Saturday night, I went out and watched that boxing match, and I got back, and Alicia had Lexington in our room, and they let me. She let me sleep, and I slept till like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I like to see how much time I have left anyway. Like if you go to
That's
sleep,
not how it's supposed to. You're supposed to sleep till you're supposed to wake up. That's it. You're not supposed to see how much time you have left. That's your problem. Is you're always anticipating how much time do I have left. That's why you don't sleep.
but it's exciting when you do wake up and go, oh shit, I got 3 more hours left. Yay.
Yeah, yeah. That
You
is
know, that's
nice.
exciting.
Yeah, but then you wake up and then you're like, oh, I've got 2 more hours left, and then you wake up like, oh, I got an hour left. That's not good to just keep waking up and waking up.
I know, but if you only wake up once at the end, then you go, oh, I don't have any time left. I got to get up now. You don't have a chance to
But
get
you
used
already
to the
had
idea.
that full sleep.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't speak to what I don't know. I think I'd be freaked out if I slept 8 hours without waking up.
You got to take some melatonin, get you in that REM
Sometimes that
sleep.
happens, dude. You'll go to sleep and then you're just like you wake up and you're like, well, I didn't wake up once last night. That's nice. Like the other day, like yesterday, Lexington slept in his room by himself until 6:30 in the morning.
Wow. I'll
So
get up and just roam around the house.
I slept from like 11:45 to like 6:30 in the morning, just straight.
Wow. Yeah, I get up and pee and go to the fridge and open it and look in there and walk to the living
Yeah,
room.
but you're doing it to yourself. Then you're keeping yourself awake. Why
Yeah.
do you do that?
Yeah, if you got to piss, go piss and go right back to sleep.
Dude, you know what? I'll tell you what. Those fucking goggles I bought, unbelievable.
What goggles? Go get
remember
the
I told
goggles.
you
Go get these goggles.
They're downstairs. You really want to go get them?
Yeah, I want to see these goggles. I gotta go take a piss anyway. So while you do that, I'll go take a piss. Hi, Mafia.
And you guys just get to hang with me. That's what you get to do. Anybody have any questions for good old producer Jay? Fuck these guys. Let's just say that. Just kidding. Love you guys too. What happened? What? I don't know. The stream just ended. We were literally talking, then all of a sudden, because what I do is I keep a screen open with the chat, and just to make sure everything looks good as I'm changing it. And for whatever reason, it just ended. So I don't know if YouTube ended it. Something I have no idea. And I'm going to Orlando, May 15th, 16th, and 17th. I'm hosting some thing for Best Buy, Best Buy and Verizon. So I never do any DJing in Westchester, but I will get up there if you know any place. And yeah, my brother's heteroflexible spot, meaning he is, I don't know, it's so weird. It's not gay, but he doesn't turn down men. I don't know. Yeah. All right, he's back. Don't say anything. What's up, Mike C? Welcome back to the live. Yeah, Jenny, I know. I mean, you ask him if he's gay, he says no. I don't know. I don't even talk about it anymore. Yeah, agreed. It isn't gay unless they kiss. I don't even ask if that's what they do, to be honest.
I'm back, so
I'm
I don't care if your brother kisses guys.
Your mic is very loud. Jesus.
No, it's the way it's always been. Good Lord, you sleep with those?
What in God?
You look like a fly. You look like a fly. How do you roll over? How do you lay on your side with those?
You don't. They're just supposed to relax you to the point where you fall asleep, and they do. And you know what's crazy is last night is like every time I put them on, Alicia too. They work for Alicia, which like Alicia's like amazed because nothing gets her to go to sleep. So you put them on, and they watch this. They massage her.
Is it just black? Is it just dark? Or you see something, or what?
No, it's just dark. It's black.
Does it vibrate? Does it smell?
Yes,
Is there?
yes, it vibrates and it gets warm. It's warm, and then it contracts. You know, your temple massages your temple. Like you can probably see it opening, and then if you give it a second, it'll start to close.
Huh.
Yeah, here it goes. It's closing. Oh, it's massaging your eyebrows right now and your temple. But I tell you what, every single night, I take them off and I fall asleep right afterwards.
So that's the thing you buy when you have too much money, right there.
I was thinking, buy when you want help falling asleep.
How much are those things?
$150.
And you sleep good.
Oh, do I, dude? It's not the fact that it's so good. It just puts you to sleep. And they got different programs, too. They got, like, an energizing one.
So it'll wake you up if you need it in the morning.
That's
like
what it says.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's 3 settings. There's the nighttime one. There's one that's for being awake. And there's one that helps you relax and focus.
How much were they?
Like $150? I got them at Best Buy. I love them, dude. Honest to God, like and there's times where I've bought stuff and I'm like, this is a complete waste. It's got a sensor. Look at the sensor. So this microchip right here is supposed to be able to read, like, I think you can see like your I don't know if it's your blood pressure or your something, your pulse, but it adjusts to like try to like calm you down.
Now, are they comfortable?
I couldn't have those on my face at all.
That's what I was just going to
Yeah,
ask.
they're very comfortable. It's padded, dude. It's very padded.
It's not bulky or heavy or anything?
No, it's not heavy at all. You just lay back with them on.
So now, if you fell asleep with them, would you be able to sleep?
I have fell asleep with them on. And then I'll end up in the middle of the night rolling and taking them off. You know what I mean? But
Turn your mic up a little. Is your mic up all the way?
no, it is now.
All right.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. I hate fucking my haircut. This fucking guy cuts my hair every time, and this time he fucked up and he just kept cutting.
Well, you got the Aaron Judge, dude.
I don't ever get my hair faded up that high. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, man? So upset. I hate it.
Yeah, I
fucking-
can't really tell.
It's the Aaron Judge, bro.
See out here?
Oh, it's way up there.
I fucking hate it.
You got it. Why don't you go to the same guy? We've talked about this. You
I
find
do.
him?
I do. I started going to him. This guy,
Really?
for some reason, I think what happened is I think he fucked it up, so he just kept like trying to make it better. You know? Slimy piece of shit.
You do have a little part going on there. No, stop fucking with it.
I'm not touching anything.
Right there.
you.
Turn your head to your left. Your left. Right there.
Oh, I see it.
Look a little more to your right. There you go. You can see it's like you
Yeah,
got
right
a
in the
middle part happening. You look like alfalfa.
Whatever.
What?
Whatever.
Fuck you, man. How much you pay for that haircut?
$35.
Maybe you should pay more for your haircut and less for those goggles.
No way, dude. My sleep is way more important than my haircut.
People see you on a daily basis with a shitty haircut.
That's fine. I wear a hat. It'll grow back.
And it's hair. It grows back. I don't think it looks so bad.
No, it looks fine.
What are you trying to say, Jay? You trying to fuck me?
No, I'm just.
Hey, have you ever had thought about having sex with a guy before?
Dude, I'm never gonna live that down, am I?
I'll never forget. I remember where I was.
Especially not now, knowing about your brother.
All
I like
makes
my
sense.
brother. My brother's.
You think your brother would try to fuck me?
I don't think you're his type. He likes big, athletic. How do we say, ethnic men. So he says. So that of the African American kind, of the
It's
Spanish
funny that
kind.
your brother has a type, man. That's funny. He's
I
not.
swear to
He's
God he
not
does.
gay though. He's not gay, but he's got a type. You know.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I know. Yeah, he's into the dark meat, forbidden balls. That's what he said.
Swears he's not gay, but he's got a type.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them Homo sapiens sexuals.
I won't fuck a Mexican, but I'll
But
fuck
if
a
I
black
did,
guy.
I'll fuck a black dude real good.
Yeah,
Now,
you
does he
gotta-
do the? Does he do the fucking, or does he get fucked?
No, he doesn't get fucked. He only does the fucking. That's what he said. He said he's
Yeah,
not.
you know what? I only smoke pot. Pretty soon you're in the street doing heroin. That's just one thing leads to another. Pretty soon it's not enough. You gotta. All right, you know what? Let me try that.
He's really into that Sodom Gomorrah type of shit, huh?
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
1, 2, buckle my shoes.
He's good at what he does, though. I mean,
Whoa.
work-wise. Work-wise.
Whoa.
Supposedly.
My dad's on an interview in Union City, New Jersey, right now.
Oh, yeah. Nice. That's
Is
near the
it
city.
is it good over there? Or is it?
It's ghetto. It's kind of ghetto over
Yeah,
there.
that's what I thought.
All those areas that are close, like West New York, all those areas that are close to the city are very suburban.
Yeah.
I don't think Galvin and Jen understand. Maybe they've listened to the show for quite a long time. I don't. When they still don't understand. When you say something like pot leads to heroin, you know what that's a reference to? What we were told when we were kids.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Everything leads to the next thing.
It's a gateway
Yeah,
thing.
second,
Yeah.
But I
everything's
say
a
it, and they're
gateway
they're
drug,
like,
yeah.
no, it doesn't. I know plenty of people who stopped at pot. Wow, you don't say.
It's like when I went to college, they said, don't do massages because massage leads to rape.
I mean, seriously.
Like,
I get
come on.
massaged every day. I ain't raped not one person. I've
Right,
never raped
right.
anything.
Right.
Jay can't say that.
I've never raped it. Well,
Ask the ham.
You raped a fucking whole honey baked ham, dude.
Yeah.
It's
The ham has a
consent, man.
different
You ain't getting no
story.
consent for that. You glazed it, dude. That's so gross. Yeah, but I washed it off in the sink afterwards.
I told someone that over the weekend, and they were so fucking disgusted. He let the family eat it. I'm like, yep. They're, how do you work with that guy? I'm like,
You ask yourself that every day.
I question it often.
I'm not mad at you for that either.
I
Listen,
really
we
think.
all have different niches in life, right? My niche is just to be the guy that has tried everything and has failed at it all.
You got a lot more things to fail at.
Yeah, no shit.
You haven't tried everything.
He hasn't tried to fuck a turkey yet.
That's on the list.
The old gobble gobble, huh?
Yeah. Jenny says, I don't understand sarcasm. So my whole life is built around sarcasm. That's what people say when they get called out on something. Oh, I was being sarcastic. Were you, though?
Someone's in a feisty mood today.
Yeah. What's up?
Well, you know. Some things need to be called out.
Someone's rare.
All right, you guys want to
Yeah, let's get
go?
going.
Because Corey, you got to get out, right?
Yeah.
And let's begin.
1, 2.
Kane and Corey Show, what the hell is up? Aaron Rodgers is a New York Jet.
Yes.
Right about 2 in the afternoon, I heard my neighbors screaming about something yesterday, and it turned out that's what it was. They were very happy about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hide your sons.
Oh, because our joke is that he's gay.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's too much of a joke, but you know what? Hell's Kitchen was popping yesterday, dude. They were all wearing Jets jerseys.
No, there's a chick that he went to a game with. He was sitting front row. He's what was the story yesterday? They're like, I wonder if he's going to bring this girl to New York with him.
Everyone needs to cover up sometimes, dude.
Let me see what it is. Mallory Edens.
Well, Edens. If that ain't a dang prostitution name, I don't know what is.
His rumored girlfriend, Mallory Edens. She's the daughter of the Milwaukee Bucks owner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Wisconsin. Scotty. Wow, she looks young. Holy crap.
What's she look
Weird
like?
in hell, though. Let me share
Yeah, so
this
was
pic.
Olivia Munn, but the only time he'd sleep with her was with the lights off.
Aaron doesn't look all that interested.
She's hot. She's so hot.
You looking?
Mm-hmm. She looks real good. It was just me on the screen.
There she is.
Oh, yeah, she's very pretty.
Right?
Yeah. Very young, though. You were right. Like,
That's-
what? How old is she?
She got her own money. She says, he and my dad are friends. Hey, do you mind if I date your daughter?
Yeah. He and my dad are friends. So now that, no, okay, none of my friends are going to be banging any of my kids.
She's 26.
And he's 40?
Yeah.
Nah,
Will be
14.
soon, but yeah, 40.
How'd
Later.
you meet? Well, he used to come over for dinner with my dad, and they would hang out, and, they'd fuck, so now we fuck.
My dad would go into a different room, and they would do drugs in there while I would sit in the one room by myself.
Sounds a lot like my life, Eden.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Look
know.
at that. She
Seriously.
looks like a kid there.
She looks like she's 15, 16 years old. That's disgusting.
Okay, ham fucker.
Okay, look at that image right there. No, you go back up and look at that image. He's looking right past her and giggling and googly-eyed over some man. Go back down, dude.
Which one?
You just missed it. Look at him. He
Oh,
doesn't
right
care
there?
about her. He's looking at that guy. Look at this fucking dark chocolate piece of
Yeah,
meat.
he's like my brother. Look at him. God.
Look at that. Yeah, looking right past her, dude.
You don't think he likes the one in the bikini? I don't know. Well, whatever. So he's a Jet, and instantly people are like, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl." I'm like,
Pump
relax.
the brakes.
Back
Pump
her
the brakes.
down.
Well, when did the Packers didn't go to the Super Bowl last year?
No shit.
The brakes.
He won one Super Bowl with the Packers.
And how many years ago was that?
Very long time ago. They'll make the playoffs, but if they don't go to the championship game, at least go to the AFC championship game. Then it was a complete waste.
Dude,
Complete
I remember
failure.
them being in the Super Bowl. Was it 11 years ago?
They played Pittsburgh.
10, 11 years
Yeah.
ago, right?
Yeah.
I think they beat the Steelers. Was that?
I was
that
in
oh-
Tampa
That
still.
might have
I
been
wasn't even-
09. When
I
was
wasn't-
that Super Bowl? Let's see.
I wasn't even in New Orleans yet. I was still in Tampa. That was probably 2010, 2011.
11. That was
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They won 31-25,
Oh my
beat
gosh.
the Steelers.
12 years ago? Yeesh.
But, Favre only won one previously, too. I mean, you have – who's been luckier than Green Bay with the two franchise quarterbacks back-to-back, two of the greatest quarterbacks who's ever played. They end up on the same team, but they only won 2 Super Bowls combined. So was that successful? I don't know. I don't think so.
Tom Brady's laughing. He's like,
I know. Well, the Jets will make the playoffs. Congratulations, Jets fans. Wow, what if they don't?
well, that'd be a waste of money.
What an utter and complete failure. There's no real good franchise quarterbacks available in this year's draft anyway, so they might as well go for it.
You say that, but you know what's funny is all the guys that are usually top dogs in college always end up being shit in the pros, and it's always the guys that you don't think about, like the fucking like the Tom Brady's of the world. No one thought anything of Tom Brady when he was in college. He wasn't supposed to be this big stud that he turned
Right.
out to be.
Was he a 6th round pick, I think?
Yeah,
something
he
like
didn't
that?
he didn't turn out to be the big stud, and he ended up being Tom Brady.
Yeah, I know.
So you never know. There could be these huge quarterbacks coming out of this draft.
This Will Levis guy, he's the one everyone's high on all of a sudden. He's fucking huge. Got a cannon for an arm.
Tim Tebow big or?
He's jacked. Yeah, jacked wise. He's taller than Tim, I think. Yeah, he's just as big. But that's the guy I would want. There's one guy they're talking about. I forget his name, but he's like fucking 5'10". I don't want that.
J2034.
Why? What happened? What is that? An ook?
Maybe.
I missed something.
It
So
might
do you
have been
guys
talking
use
about
voice
some guy
notes?
you want?
Do you guys use voice notes at all instead of typing to text?
Yes.
You know, you just talk
You
into
do?
the thing and then
Yes.
yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
I much prefer it. But
I don't want to play your voice in front of the public. I don't like.
well, and that's what best friend Russ does to me all the time. He likes to fuck with me. And I was at Target yesterday at the self-checkout, and I got a voice text from Russ.
Good. Hey, I was just coming out of CVS, and I bumped into that guy you had anal with. Talked to him for a bit. All right, call me later.
And I played that at the self-checkout. And I did the whole fumble the phone thing, trying to like shut it off.
That's epic, right?
The woman next to me looks at me, didn't make a face. Don't think she was judging, regardless. But it's so I don't learn my lesson. Like
The worst is that, and then when someone will send you a video and you're like thinking it's a good video, and you'll click on it, and it's like a kid scooter, and you think it's gonna fall, and then all of a sudden it goes
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah,
sex
yeah.
noises, and you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
and you look around, you're like, that's not me. I'm not watching porn. I promise.
I've been watching videos like on the subway and like all of a sudden the N-word drops or something like
Oh
that.
my
You're like,
God,
oh
yeah.
shit. Real loud.
The greatest thing about that voice note is Russ sounds gay in that video. In that voice note. He
You
just
think?
sounds yeah. He
Hey,
sounds
just
calm,
left CVS.
No, I think he was just calm.
Let's play it again.
Good. Hey, I was just coming out of CVS, and I bumped into that guy you had anal with. Talked to him for a bit. All right, call me later.
Yeah, when I told him that I was in Target and people heard, he goes, that.
No, he sounds like a
lost that song.
CVS. I just want
Yeah,
CVS. And,
Two for me, one for you.
I bumped
See?
into that fella that you had anal sex with.
23 skidoo.
Bibbidi-bobbidi.
I still use them all the time. I would say, though, if you get one from me, don't open it around people because I do tend to fuck with people as well with those.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Hey, I hope you had a good day.
No, I just use vulgar language and I say offensive things.
Wow, that's, right on par with what we imagined.
Unbeliever.
That's how I
Unbeliever.
get, yeah.
Unbeliever NJ said you should make that your ringtone. Could you imagine?
You know what? Russ would call more often. If he knew that was my ringtone, he'd be calling all the time,
Bumped into that guy you had anal with.
trying to get me. Yeah, apparently young people like Gen Z are into using those voice notes all the time too. Oh, I don't know why you don't use them. What when
People
you're
voice
driving?
note me and I text them right back.
Really?
It's
It's just so much easier.
Because if I want to do a voice note, I'm just gonna fucking call you.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not worth the whole conversation.
Then type it.
Sometimes you can't type it. You're driving.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
So
You know
that's
what I
what we
mean?
got to do to get Corey to text right back is just leave a voice note.
Oh no,
he'll
be
ignore
sure
it for
to.
sure
Yeah,
then.
you'll be sure that I'll never hear your voice.
You know what else was a first in Target yesterday? I was looking for facial creams or whatever.
Yeah.
And a girl comes up to me. I didn't see her, but I heard, "Do you have $2?" I go, "Excuse me?" She goes, "Can I have $2?" I said, "No. You can't have $2."
Yeah.
She was dressed well. She was like 15, just a kid with a backpack and a hood up and like nice clothes. I'm like, is this where we panhandle now? Inside of a Target? You go begging for
She's
money
just a
inside?
child.
No, well, you don't go around. Well, then she's got shitty parents. You don't teach her. What kid goes around demanding $2 in Target? Like, what?
You weren't curious for what?
No,
for
I didn't
what?
give
Like,
two
why?
shits. I wanted her to the hell away from me.
I
Asking
had
me
these
for
kids.
money.
I had these kids come up to me one time. I think I told you about this. I had these kids come up to me one time, and they had a clipboard, and they're like, "We're raising money for our basketball team."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, where do you play?" Staten Island. Oh yeah, when's your next game? Saturday. Oh yeah, against who? So I'm rapid fire questioning. They didn't fucking have the answers to all the questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you fucking little liars.
Do you give them money?
Get out of here. Yeah. But
You give him money
here's the
after
thing.
all that?
Here's the no. I gave him $20 and I looked him in his eyes and I go, I know the scheme. And he goes, oh, and then ran away.
Yeah, or the shysters on the subway who are selling candy. They got like the box of various candies in there. It's for their baseball team uniforms or their football uniforms. Like, no, they're not.
Yeah. Where's your coach Keanu Reeves at, huh?
Yeah. If I go up to the bodega right there and ask if they're missing candy, are they going to tell me yes? Did you steal it from them? Is that what happened? And now you're trying to sell it to me for $5 a bag of M&Ms?
One time there was a whole bunch of them out like collecting money on the street. I gave this one kid $100. You should have heard him scream. Ah!
God, $100
For 2 chocolate bars, yeah.
You just have to be in the mood.
Yeah,
You just they have to catch you at just the right time.
It was a nice day. The weather was nice. The sun was out. My windows were down. It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a woman. I forget where it was. Where the hell was it? I don't know. She asked me for a couple bucks, and I remember. I was in the city. I was walking back to the subway, and she just walked past, and she asked me for a couple bucks, and I gave her a 20. I was just in the mood. I could have used that 20 as much as her, but
You know what bugs me out? Have you ever seen those guys, Kane? I don't know if they do it in the city, but in Jersey, the guys that play the violin at the Target or the Walmart, they play the violin, and it literally says making money to feed my kids, and they act like they're playing the violin, but it's all
that's
an
a big
instrument.
scheme now. That's a big scam. Yeah, they're not really playing the violin. They've just got it.
It's just an instrumental, and they're like going like this, like they're playing it.
Yeah.
And people are walking by.
Get the fuck out of here!
I swear
it's
on my
big
life.
Scam now. Yeah, I was going to talk about that a month or two ago. Yeah, and I know how to play. I played a string instrument, so I can tell when they're fucking and when they're faking it.
No way, dude. People are believing. People are like, this is beautiful.
And they're at every like Target, Walmart, right in the parking lot.
Right now, Jay, there are videos where they get called out on their fakery, on their shenanigans, and they're hilarious. You're not really playing. Don't give this guy money. He's not really playing. He's got his kids standing there for effect too. You know, like, oh, we're so poor.
Ah, man. You know what's worse is in New Orleans, they make the kids tap dance for money out there. They put bottle caps on their or they'll crush aluminum cans.
Yeah.
And tape them to the bottom of their shoes, and they'll go out there and then they'll get the money and they'll go hand it to the dad, and then they'll go back out and do it again.
Didn't you do that as a kid? I used to crush cans and try to stick them on my feet and then dance around a little bit just to make the noise.
Not for money in the French Quarter to give my father. No.
Not for money in the French Quarter.
No,
that never happened.
These videos are so long, I can't even. It would be stupid.
Yeah,
to
well,
bring
forget it. I mean, if people want to look, they can go find them.
I can get it. I can see the visual right now.
Yeah, it's awful.
There's a story in the Post today too about this TikToker. Have you seen videos of people like going up to people and buying their groceries? Mm-hmm. They'll sneak up behind them in line and swipe their card before they get a chance to swipe their card. Well,
or the people that pay for you in line, like they'll pay for you. So when you go through the line, you're like, hey, it's already paid for.
This TikToker was left in tears because she went to a grocery store in England and in London, and nobody said, nobody would let her pay for their groceries. And so instead of just, calling it a loss and calling it a day and not posting it, she insists on posting it and talking about how embarrassed she was.
Oh my gosh.
That nobody would accept her
food shop.
gift.
I just felt super deflated, and this is the video showing it all.
Okay, so I am here because I'm going to buy someone's food shop today because it's Wednesday. I just want to cheer someone up. Midweek's
No, I just want to make a video and make money.
Right. Exactly. Cheer someone up. I want to get some hits.
There's a big shop over here. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I'm going to buy his.
Yeah, how much she have? She doesn't have that much. I'm going to buy hers.
Yeah. She's buying everybody's who's got an express lane.
Yeah.
Excuse me. This may be really random, but I'd love to pay for your food shop today. Just because I want to... No, honestly, like, I do this thing where I want to do something nice. I'd just love to Is
She's like, oh, he was looking super angry.
He doesn't sound angry. He just sounds like he
I'm not
says,
sure
"No,
if
I
you've
don't."
heard, but I would
Yeah.
love to pay for your food shop. Is that okay?
So now everybody's saying no, and she's like,
Well, maybe she should have went to a food shop that had fucking broke people in it.
Right.
I mean,
Jay, what would you have said?
Here you go. Swipe the card. Hell yeah, I would have. I mean, wouldn't you? Well, maybe not you.
She should have went to an Aldi. She looked like she probably went to one of the people.
Yeah.
The guy's like, I don't need help.
how did she think people would react though by posting that? I mean, like, not one person responded with, "Oh, that was terrible." And nobody gave her what she wanted to hear. They just said, "Well,
I don't want to be on your video where you're trying to make me seem like I'm poor.
right."
I
She's
don't.
like,
the guy literally said, "I don't need your help.
yeah.
Like, go help someone else."
Somebody else said, "There's a lot more deserving people in the world. Go to them." I don't.
Yeah.
Kane, would
Go
you
take
do
a
it?
homeless person to get some food.
Kane,
Would I
would you
do-
do it if somebody approached you in you know?
I
in
wouldn't.
the
No,
shop, right?
absolutely not. 100% no. Even if I needed it, I would. I just wouldn't let them. Because
You know what I have? I have let someone. I had 2 or 3 things, and I had let someone do this one time, only because he had his child with him, and he was trying to teach his child to do nice things. That's it. There was
Okay.
only reason. If it was some girl like that, I know there's no shot. But there was one time I do remember, and this was probably like a year ago. But a guy was like something happened. I forget what happened. Where maybe I think the lady asked, "Is that your food?" And he's like, "No, but I'll pay for it." And I was like, "No, you don't have to." And he kind of like looked at his kid. And he goes, "No, I want to help someone out today." And I was like, "Go ahead. You want to teach your kid something good? I'm fine with that. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I don't like feeling like a charity case either. You know.
And I didn't mention this, but 2 weeks ago, there was a group of these high school. I don't know if they're high school kids, but they were very respectful. They went to the pizza shop. It was called Pepperino next to where I used to live, and they went in there to try to buy some pizza, and they were like $5 short. Right? They wanted just a small pizza, a cheese pizza, and there was like 4 of them. And they were like, they walk outside and they're kind of like bummed, and I go, "Hey man, what do you guys need?" They're like, "We need $5 for our small pizza." And so the kid's like, "All right, let's go home and get it." I was like, "No, go ahead, come inside." And I bought them an extra large pizza. And the look on their face was just like, and they just kept saying thank you the whole time. I was like, it felt good. So,
See, that was a nice, spontaneous,
Right,
genuine
right.
moment. That wasn't.
but
that
I didn't
wasn't
hop
a
on
whole,
Instagram and I was like, story
Right,
time. These
exactly.
5 poor kids didn't have
Right.
enough money to buy a pizza.
That's
They
the
didn't
kind
ask
of
for it.
that's the
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing I do all the time.
Yeah.
Well, not all the time. When the opportunity arises, you do nice things for someone, and that's it. And you know what? How it makes you feel should be good enough. You don't need accolades and praise from random strangers on the internet. Well, look what I did. No, you made their day, and that's enough. God saw. That's all I need. God sees, and that's all you really need. But I don't know why she posted the whole thing crying about how embarrassed she was. You're making it worse for yourself by posting it. Speaking of money, I thought this story was very funny. Matt and Ben, what's the most money you ever blew like at one time? Or think about that for a second. Because Matt and Ben, you know who that is, right? Matt Damon
and Ben Affleck.
Yeah, they sold Good Will Hunting for $600,000.
Such
right?
a good movie.
So
Great
good.
movie. Yeah. That's their first thing. So 600,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but whatever. They had no money. So they split it, of course, between them. So they each got $300,000. Then you take off $30,000 for the agents. They're left with $270,000.
Oh my God, 30,000. Oh, okay.
10%, I guess.
Yeah, it's 10%. Yeah.
So they had $270,000 left. They paid $160,000 in taxes.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Well, there's no write-off with that because all they did was sell a story. It's not like they you know what I mean? They didn't.
True. Yeah.
So they ended up with $110,000 each for Good Will Hunting when all is said and done.
Jesus.
They each bought a $55,000 Jeep Cherokee, so they had $55,000 left,
Jeep Cherokee.
which they decided to rent a $5,000 a month party house by the Hollywood Bowl, and they were broke in 6 months. But first of all, the tax thing makes me sick.
Sick.
Yeah.
$270,000, they paid $106,000 in tax. It's just like,
I think that's probably what my answer would be is the thing that I spend the most money on is the taxes, dude.
taxes.
And I think when I got the money back from the house, I gave $95,000 right away to the IRS.
That's unbelievable.
God, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. There's a video of a kid. He's playing Monopoly. Maybe you've seen it. It's gone viral. He's crying. His mom says, "What? What's the matter?" Taxes.
Yeah.
That used to piss me off as a kid too. Playing Monopoly, the fucking taxes.
Yeah,
And know what?
you earn all this money, and it's just fucking taken from you.
Yeah, taken from you. And you know what? Throughout the life of that dollar, it's continually taxed. How many times can they tax you on the same fucking dollar over and over and over when you purchase something, when you inherit money, when you death, whatever the case is?
Now, I will say, like New York City tax, like I understand they do so much for this city to keep it up and to keep it nice and to keep everything running. Like I understand that, but when it comes to like all these federal taxes, it's like you don't get a say where your money's going.
Right.
They're taking your money and they're feeding prisoners, right? They're taking your money and they're giving it away to other countries. They're taking your money and doing all this stuff with it. And it's like, I had to bust my ass. All these mental anxieties and my mental health's fucked from trying to make all this money. And now I have to give it all away.
If you could tell them where your taxes would go, I mean, you can't trust them, but if you could say, hey, I don't want my taxes going to Ukraine. I don't want my taxes going to Planned fucking Parenthood. I want my taxes to go here, and I want them to go. You might feel a little bit better about it, but you have no say in the matter, and that's the worst part. Sometimes there is a box you can check, right? Would you like to give X amount of money to? I haven't done my own taxes in a while, so
my account does that.
I haven't seen that box, but
There's probably a box that says, "Would you like to give 20% of your taxes to your accountant?" And they're just like, "Yep."
Yeah. If she sends me more sexy pictures, sure.
Yeah, send me more tit pics.
What was the comment that you had up? Was there something I missed?
Staten Island Chris said you own your own home and you have to pay the government rent to rent it.
Right.
That's basically what you're doing.
No,
I mean,
and property taxes in Jersey are the worst in the country.
It's awful.
And it's so random. One year, they value your house at such and such, and so your property taxes are $9,000. The next year, it goes up, and so now it's $15,000. It makes it, you own it, but you still continually have to pay for it.
And then, if you don't pay your taxes, someone can come just fucking get your house underneath you just by paying your fucking taxes.
Yep.
How crazy is that? You go 3 years, 4 years without paying your taxes. They just fucking say, "Hey, if you pay $30,000, you can have this house."
Yeah, you're right.
You can literally kick out the family and own it. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the city because I'm not there a lot anymore, but I know in Jersey the fucking roads are awful.
Oh my God.
No, here,
awful.
dude, they're quick. They're quick with this shit, dude. They're like, they did this overnight. I'm telling you, they fucking
Not
cleared
here.
it out. Wow.
You know what keeps my memory sharp? Remembering where the potholes are.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's
You
amazing.
pulled over. You were weaving. Well, I was avoiding potholes. Is what I was doing. You go over a pothole and you just hear that
oh my
wrong
God.
noise.
New Orleans had the worst streets. Holy
my God, I
shit.
could
You saw
not
the
believe
videos.
that.
Yeah, you
Dude,
saw the videos. Yeah.
It was,
oh my God.
it was like
dude.
the streets were carpet bombed.
That's crazy because they did all this in
that bad.
one night. They couldn't do that. It's been multiple years there. It's like, what the fuck?
Arnold Schwarzenegger had to fill a pothole in Brentwood the other day. Did you see that? California's even that bad.
Oh my God.
You talk about taxes.
Yeah,
Don't
they got
fucking move
more than
there.
us. Yeah, they got
I
more than
want to
us.
move to Florida. There's no state tax. Texas is the same way.
It's Florida, it's Texas, it's
Might be Arizona. Is it?
because there's a couple other states.
I don't know.
There's like 4 or 5 states that have zero state tax.
Just fucking insanity. And we all kicked the can further down the road with our taxes this year. Extension.
We got till October now, baby.
I know.
Oh, is that what it is? October? All right. Yes.
Can you file an extension in October again, or is
I
it?
don't think so. I think
It's not
that's
like
it.
hitting the snooze alarm.
No, you can't.
No.
And the thing is, and here's the thing, is they know how much you owe. You still owe them the money.
Of course.
They're just giving you a chance to rebuttal, like to say what you're not paying them. You know what I mean?
Most I ever blew, I never pulled a Matt and Ben, but I blew $3,000 in one night at a club. That's the only thing that makes me sick to this day. Because I was trying to show off, and there was like, we had a VIP table, and I wanted to. I'll get it. I got the check. I didn't realize how much it was going to fucking be. I swallowed hard with that one.
I blew that
$3,000.
$40K on floor seats. Remember the 38,000 on?
Oh,
I
yeah.
sure do. The Pelicans.
No. Not only that one. The floor seats for the Knicks for like the 6 games.
The 6 games was $40,000.
38,000.
Wow. What'd you get out of that? Nah. A couple pictures with your kids.
And Leslie Jones, right? Didn't you get the
All kind,
hug
yeah,
her
yeah,
one time?
multiple people. Yeah, I met multiple people through that.
Wait, wasn't Leslie Jones the dude who died?
No, that was Leslie Jordan.
Right.
Leslie
right.
Jones is the black comedian.
Yeah,
She's on the
yeah.
SNL.
I get them confused, but those are two people who are the exact opposite ends of every spectrum.
Short little white guy,
black woman,
6'3" black woman. You know what I mean? 5'2" white guy.
The only thing they might have in common is they both might be gay. I don't know about her.
She wants a man. She wants
she
a,
does?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
talked. She
Yeah,
said it plenty of times.
Oh, all right. Well, good for her. What are some things that, like the money? I still care about that today, but there are some things you cared about when you were younger, but you don't care about now. What are some things? The only thing I came up with, I used to care about everyone liking me, and I used to care.
That's a good one.
And I used to care what people thought of me. Now, I'll go the other way. I almost like it better if you know, if I'm more disagreeable. I don't want.
We can tell.
I don't want you to. I want to be off on my own, thinking about my own things and having my own opinions. I don't want you to agree with me.
I think we all know that. I think we
I
all
want a
have seen it, yeah.
separation there. Church and state. I need that separation.
I mean, I do to an extent have to care about my image because of being seen out, but I slum it. I bum it. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really dress up anywhere unless I'm going out to a nice fancy spot.
So you don't care about fashion or brands anymore? That's a recent change, if that's the case.
Don't get me wrong. There are some things that I like. I like to be flashy sometimes. It's not all the time, though. It's not like I need to walk out the door and I'm always, you see me, I walk out the door like this. I haven't done my hair or anything. Like, I just go.
I know. It's funny. The hair you don't give a shit about, which is weird because I still care. I've always cared about my hair. I still do. But like your slumming, though, is, you know, you're wearing a sweatshirt and sweats, but they're $300 sweatshirts and sweats.
Oh, this is from
Kind of.
Stitch Fix.
You're never wearing a Champion sweater. I tell you that much.
This is a North Face.
And North Face, that's a good brand. I mean, it's not exclusive or anything, but
No,
what
not
about
anymore. It used to be. It used to be like, oh, that North Face is expensive. Now it's like everyone's got it.
Yeah. Offending people. I used to care about offending people. I don't care about that anymore.
You don't say.
You used to care about offending people?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I used
How
to, you
long
know,
ago?
oh, I want to be careful, you know, but that's no way to
That's
live
what
your
he
life.
worked on new.
But
That
I
is
also-
what I worked on new. Yes.
Yeah.
I also-
127.
I also think, Kane, that you care personally. You don't care what people think about you, but professionally is a different story. Am I wrong in saying that? Like,
Yeah, I
professionally,
mean, I want people in our business to
Respect
think
you,
that
like-
I'm good at what I do and respect me. Yes, I don't care if they like me as a person.
Okay, all right.
You know that. I mean, you still, preferably they would, but yeah, I would rather have them just go. You know, he's kind of a dinkus, but he's really good on the
He's
air.
a dinkus, but he's got a great voice.
Yeah, something like that.
I used to care about how my car looks, like on the inside. Now,
When was that? How long ago was that?
that was like 15 years ago.
Because I mean, it takes years.
Why'd
to
that go
accumulate
away? Is that
what
depression?
you've
Is that
accumulated
depression?
in your car?
You know, I don't know if it's depression. It's just other things on my mind. The kid messes it up. When I'm hungry, I reach back and eat Cheerios off his car seat. Like shit like that. Like it's just there. The pee towels. I don't care anymore. I used to like wax it twice a week, 3 times a week. Like.
Yeah, when it's new, you do that, and you get all. Once you get that first scratch in your car, it's almost a relief because
Yeah,
you can stop worrying
Yeah.
about it. Once you
Did
scuff
you
the
say
rim,
you reach in the back seat and grab his fucking Cheerios?
You never. You mean to tell me if Lex leaves this, I don't know, a thing of M&Ms in the back seat, and you're like, oh, and you're hungry, you don't reach back and get it?
That's funny you assume that I'd let Lexington leave M&M's in the back seat.
Yeah, no one's eating in that car. Fuck that.
Well, true.
No,
You're
no,
old-
he's eating in it, but every time we get out, all right, take your shit. I don't say shit. I don't curse from him, but I'm like, hey, take your stuff.
Nothing
grab
messy.
it. Grab it.
You're not letting them eat fucking
Grab your
flapjacks
stuff
in there.
No.
And it's crazy because even in the car that I have, the Cadillac, the one that I picked up from you, even though it was dusty because it was sitting in the garage for 3 years, that shit was so clean.
Yeah,
Tracy
no
was
shit.
like, did you clean this? I was like, no.
No.
Not even a napkin in that bit. Just
Why would there be? That's trash. It's
Yeah,
a car, not a garbage can.
I clean the trash out of my car if you're driving and you've got a bottle of water or a Red Bull or
Bottles are in the side of the door. Sometimes they stay there longer than they should, but yeah.
receipts. Every time I get out of my car, I take the garbage with me.
Yeah.
I've got a bag of bags in the car,
Wait a
for when you
second.
go shopping.
Wait a second.
What?
You just leave the parking tickets in there because I remember a few times when I had
Well,
to get
but that was a reminder for me to pay them.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what's funny? This is a funny story.
And
'cause
Corey does the same thing. We both
Yeah.
had a cup holder full of parking tickets.
A few times when Corey was remote and you needed to have your phone so you could see and remember, and you forgot your phone charger in New York, and I had to go get it. You're like, yeah, my car's parked there, and he was like, hey, run and get it. So I would run and get your charger, and I would open up your thing to get your thing, and fucking, it was like a Christmas tree full of parking tickets. I'm like, this guy's going to jail.
Corey, yeah. Or
No,
me.
you
Me? No,
Kane.
Corey had more than I had.
But Corey didn't keep him in the car. You had him in there.
No,
and you like
Corey
had him.
kept
Corey
in the
just
car.
Corey just paid $1,300 to get his car unbooted.
Well, it cost $1,300. Well, because you had to pay all the tickets too, right?
Tickets and the boot, yeah.
How much was the boot to get that removed?
I don't remember. I
It was just
paid
all one lump sum.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was-
really.
yeah,
I didn't ask for an itemized bill.
No.
Just how much?
It's kind of one of those things like, I trust you.
How long did it come? How long did they take to come and take the boot
You know what's
off?
fucked up is I got to go deliver the boot. I'm the one that took it off. They gave me a code. It was one of those boots that have a code
Oh.
on it.
Forbidden Balls says my wife's Tahoe looks like a garbage can. It's disgusting. She keeps the house clean though, so whatever.
Yeah, you got to give some to take some. You know
Well,
what I'm
how do
saying?
you-
Usually, yeah.
How do you? When I was younger, I care now. When I was younger, I didn't. I used to throw bags of McDonald's back there and stuff, and there'd be bags of fast food in the back seat. And I don't know how I drove around like that. Disgusting.
I've always cared. I've always been like, yeah.
But like now, all you'll find in my car now is things that belong in there: a bag of bags and
Bag of Coke,
a kit, like a pump your tire up kit and things like that.
a baseball bat with nails on it.
Now I've looked underneath the carpet from all my hiding spaces. There's no bag of Coke in there.
I remember one time being a child, and my dad said, "Oh, I lost my cell phone. Can you go check in the truck?" And we were on a baseball trip, so I went to go check in the truck, and I'm looking for it, and I look underneath his what is that? The mat, the driver mat. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
And there was a fucking bag of joints, dude.
Oof.
Like I'm telling you, like a bag of perfectly rolled joints. And I mean, like 12 joints.
So that
And
was
I remember being a kid and having to just forget it and like that's not say anything, not bring it up, just eat it. You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
and go upstairs.
And as a kid, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just pot, but it was a bigger
but
deal then.
as a kid, when
right.
they're telling you you can't smoke weed and this is awful, this is drugs.
I know.
And dare programming this, you think that your dad's some fucking villain.
Yeah. Well, I remember my dad had a gas station. Now I know why he always bought these gas stations, like at least a half an hour to 60 minutes away from the house, because he liked to be by himself. But my mom was always on. You can't drink. I knew my dad wasn't allowed to drink, but he had a little mini fridge in the garage of the gas station. And I opened it one day, and there was all these Miller High Lifes in there. And I'm like, I panicked, and I closed the door, and I'm like, oh, just forget you even saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
Traumatized me. It was just
It's
beer,
traumatizing.
but it was
no,
traumatizing.
But it's traumatizing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the first time my friend Byron told me that my dad bought drugs from him.
That must have been shocking.
Yeah, but your dad was an angel, right? Your dad gave you the best life ever.
Dude, my friend was like 16, 17. My friend Byron, he goes, dude, your dad just bought weed from me. And I was like, crushed. I was like, what?
Yeah, well, when I first got my license, my dad wouldn't come home. So my mom would make me drive around all the local bars and go through the parking lots and see if my dad's car was there. And I would pray. Oh my God. The times that you saw his car, your heart would just drop.
Yeah. Oh.
How many was it a lot that you saw your dad's car in the bar?
Yeah,
bar?
more than a handful. And you'd see it and just go, oh, fuck. Because then you know what's coming.
So you had to tell your mom?
You got to go home and tell mom, and then she gets all fucking worried, and then you end up having to go to a motel because he doesn't come home. But maybe a mom shouldn't have put me in that position at such a young age. But I was 16, and she was by herself. So who else did she have? But yeah, all those little things that don't seem a big deal now, like sure traumatizing as a kid.
It's still in you. It's still it makes you who you are. You believe it or not, you still are that kid. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
100%.
You still are that. That's still you. It's still in you. That still affects you in a certain way.
even though it feels like a lifetime ago.
You're not a
By the
different
way,
person. You're the same person.
You talked about your dad yesterday. Did anything else happen that we should know about after the show?
Now, so he had a job interview today in Union City, New Jersey, and he didn't know how the hell to get there. So I was like, fuck it, I'll help you. I got him an Uber, and he goes, thanks. He goes, I love you, and I didn't say anything back. And he goes, I'll go with you to that therapy session tomorrow.
Ooh,
So,
that's good.
well,
See,
he's not gonna last. He's not gonna make it.
well, I mean, but this is more effort than he's ever given you before, right? As far as trying to fix shit, just because you finally told him
Well,
the truth.
apparently he would tell my mom that he was down to go to therapy, but when they went the one time, he never admitted to anything he did wrong and said it was all my mom's fault. So we'll see.
So now will Alicia go with you too, or is it just going to be you and your dad?
No, it's not gonna be all three of us.
Yeah, okay.
Why? So can Alicia gonna eat popcorn and stare at the fucking results?
She can video it and we can
Say
play it.
Maury, man. This is.
Is she still here, or is she going to? Weren't she going to New Orleans?
I don't know. I don't know when the funeral is.
Oh, I got you.
It's not gonna be an open casket though, because they cremated him. So I don't know.
Still look at him.
In the urn.
Look at the ashes.
Look at the. Can we open this and see in it real quick?
Yeah. I want to take a chunk of bone home and make it a necklace.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get big enough chunks.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you feel around like my cats, Tramp and Jovi, were cremated, it's a little bag. I can show you. But if you feel the bag, you can. There's some bony pieces in there, and they're just cats. I can't
That's
imagine.
fucking sick, dude.
And sometimes you got to pay extra if you want the body to be burned by itself, so you know it's solely your loved one's ashes, because they put them all together they cook like 3 or 4 of them at a time. So and then they just
They cook.
Yeah, when he said that, I'm like, what, like 425 for like 30 minutes? Like, like
But they cook. I know.
Like,
I
all
know
right,
this,
Betty Crocker, what are you talking about?
I know this because one of my friends is a mortician. He said you don't even know if what percent is your loved one's ashes.
God.
That's sad. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
They just give you some dust. Like, man.
Yeah.
They have giant air fryers now. It's much quicker. Yeah, I don't know. Probably with the cats too. Who knows if those are really my cat's ashes?
I was watching a video of these two guys that were driving somewhere they'd never been, and they saw a big black thing of smoke, right? They're like, oh my God, that house is on fire. Oh my God, keep driving. Let's go. Keep driving. And they drive it, and it's a fucking crematorium. They're like, up, turn around. The
Oh
guy's
my
like,
God.
it's in our windows. And we're breathing it in. guys are like, it fucking stinks. Get out of here.
Well, if you've ever been on an airplane, you're breathing in skin flecks anyway. So,
Oh.
I mean, it's just regurgitated air and there's
Yeah.
chunks
True.
of skin and shit there.
It's different effect when it's a dead person, though. It's not the
No,
same.
I know.
Yeah. Makes it feel a
Well,
little
the
bit
skin
different.
flecks are
That
dead.
ain't a campfire, man. That's a damn.
Yeah, seriously. You always see videos of people trying to scatter the ashes and the wind blows it right back into their face.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know
Oh,
what I
that's
would do.
hilarious.
People
Your
have,
mom's a part of you forever, dude.
oh God. People have snorted their ashes, their loved ones' ashes. I've
I wonder if
seen
they get
videos of
high
that.
at all. You know, what I mean, maybe that's a spiritual thing. Maybe we start seeing that person more.
Yeah, I
If
don't
they
think so.
promised you that you'd see your mom more, would you like? If you could get ashes, would you snort them?
Wait now, what? If they
If there was a thing like you would be able to see your mom from time to time, if you snorted their ashes, would you snort them?
I would, in a heartbeat.
I've
like in
snorted a
dreams?
1,000 things worse than that, so
Hell
why
yeah.
not?
Would you eat
Hell,
them?
Would I be able to see my mom?
Maybe
Yeah.
it's like maybe I would throw them on a pizza before I bake it, and then so they're just sort of baked right in. You don't
Like
really
it's
know.
like it's fucking oregano. Gross, dude.
No, but is that cannibalism? You can't eat the ashes.
That's not can.
That's eating a person.
Okay.
That's eating a
That's not
person.
cannibal. Okay, if you eat the bottom of the fucking the dust and the dirt of a pig, you're not eating pork, man. That's gross. That ain't cannibalism.
I don't know. There's got to be something in the Bible about that. Thou shalt not eat the ashes of your loved ones.
Yeah, that's the number 11 in the commandments.
Was that on the parchment that Noah dropped?
That's on the Old Testament.
Oh my God. Have you ever boycotted anything? Bud Light sales. Ever since they put Dylan on the can, or at least had him represent Bud Light. Bud Light sales have fallen 17%. They've lost
Good.
about $6 billion worth of
Good.
value.
Fuck
No,
them.
I agree. It's fucking amazing.
There's so many
And,
heroes in the world that could have been on that
well,
fucking can. Not
Well,
this
and the
fucking-
woman, and I remember the woman who decided,
She got fired.
well, she's on leave right
Yeah.
now,
Oh,
right?
oh,
Or is there
okay.
new information she got fired?
My buddy that's the PI for Daily Mail. He's like been on her, like, you know what I mean, to take her
Yeah.
pictures and stuff.
Well, she was like, I posted her explanation of it. I said she's losing her job in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
We just want to change. You just got to understand your clientele a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
So this boycott is really having an effect on Bud Light, and I'm happy about that. So that's my latest boycott. I'm done drinking Bud Light.
I
I've
was done
also-
drinking Bud Light the first time I tasted it.
Right? Yeah, yeah. And that's another thing people can say, like, because I only drank it. I didn't love it. I just drank it out of convenience. You know, it was cheap and it was there. Coors Light actually tastes a lot better. Coors Light and
It
Miller
kind of
Lite.
made sex to have, you know, transsexual on the front of Bud Light, because like it's like Bud Light doesn't know what it wants to be either. You know what I
Right,
mean?
no, I know.
Water, beer,
Bud Light's
pick
pretending to be
one,
beer,
you know?
right? And
Yeah, it's like, doesn't know, it doesn't like. I kind of want. Yeah.
meme.
Yeah. Oh, is there a meme about that?
Oh God, there were tons of them. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see. I
Yeah.
swear, I promise to God, I didn't see that meme. I would have
Yeah,
said it.
cool.
I would have said I saw a funny meme. Yeah.
I remembered boycotting Starbucks, and I couldn't remember
what?
why. Because they're just overpriced garbage. I couldn't remember why, so I Googled it, right? Turns out people have been boycotting Starbucks for a lot of various reasons. Starbucks has pissed off the
Really?
left and the right. Let me run down some of the reasons people were boycotting Starbucks. Their employees wanted to unionize. They told their workers not to wear Black Lives Matter gear. So there was a Starbucks boycott for that. Those limited edition holiday cups, they made them all just red.
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of,
People
they
were
took
mad.
the-
Just Santa
people
Claus
were mad
isn't
at
on
that. Let's see. There was another one here. Oh, God. All right, where were the rest of these stories? Yeah, but bottom line is they have pissed off people on both sides of the political spectrum.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember what I chose to boycott them over, but I think it was because they were letting like drug addicts set up shop in their bathrooms. They would let anybody piss in the fucking bathrooms for a while there, and they realized that was bad for business.
Yeah. Every Starbucks has a lockbox now. You got to put the code in to get in.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because they were just like, oh, sure, anybody can come off the street and use the bathroom. Well, drug addicts were going in there and staying in there for an
They
hour.
probably try to do the right thing. You know what I mean? They probably, it's nice. Because here's the thing is there's how many times have you had to go to the bathroom and they're like, no, you can't use our bathroom. And it's just like, I just got to really pee real quick. So they probably try to do the right thing, but then they learned real quick that that's not the right thing.
Oh, another one was the Starbucks sent part of its profits to the Israeli military, which pissed off the left.
Sure.
But that was a hoax, turned out.
Yeah, I don't think, I'm sorry, but I don't think Starbucks is going to take their money and be like, let's give it to the Israeli military. They're going to be like, let's keep it for ourselves.
There was a time where a bunch of men told baristas to write Trump on their cups after a white guy claimed he was racially discriminated against at Starbucks. Yeah, who knows? But that was one of them. And then Goldschlager, but I only boycott them because it makes me throw up.
I boycotted when I was a kid Tommy Hilfiger because I think he said something racist. And I remember being like, no way, I'm not wearing that.
Maybe someone just tried to pronounce the name poorly.
Nah,
No,
there was a thing about it.
He said, and again, don't quote me, but he said, I don't make clothes for black people.
That's what it was.
Oh, I
And
remember
again,
that.
It wasn't verbatim as he said it, but that's
So
kind of how he
yeah,
said
so
it.
from that time on, like I kind of never really. And Balenciaga, I don't wear Balenciaga because of
Good
that
for you.
children shit. Yeah.
Good for you. What about, didn't Abercrombie and Fitch get in trouble for some sort of
That's
racist
for,
stuff too?
No, I think it was labor law. I think it was like underage workers or something. I think.
Or no, I think they put like overweight people in the back.
Oh well, yeah, I mean, but
Something
you
like-
know, shit.
I mean, yeah, I know.
You could tell the difference in the employees. As soon as you walked in the back room, you knew. You're like, okay. And I
Right.
kind of made the cutoff. Like I was like half and half. You know what I mean? They were like, they didn't know what to do with me when I worked. 'cause I
You
worked at
wouldn't be
Hollister.
in the back folding sweaters though. You're not
No, you're right. I was in the front folding sweaters.
Did they make you take your shirt off?
No, that was an Abercrombie thing.
Oh, what were you talking about?
I
Hollister?
worked at Hollister. Yeah,
Hollister.
It's ugly
Okay.
step cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not going to buy a magazine, a fitness magazine, if there's some fat dude on the cover.
Dude, I remember I revolted, dude. I didn't wear it because they're in their handbook, right? There was a clause. It said you had to wear sandals, but because they couldn't make you only wear sandals, they had to have another option, and the other option was Converses. So I was the only one that worked there that wore Converse shoes, and everyone was like, "How the fuck are you wearing shoes here?" And I'm like, "Because I know the rules."
Well, you didn't know the rules. You just bitched about the rules, and then you found out there was another way around
Guys,
it.
I'm not wearing fucking rainbow slippers here, man. I'm not wearing sandals.
There was speaking of weird shoes, at the bar on Friday night, there was a dude sitting next to me. Looked like a tough guy, a beard, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I looked down at his shoes. He was wearing Crocs with
God.
Justin Bieber charms on them.
Oh yeah,
One said Drew, another one was the teddy bear.
smiley
I'm like,
face.
oh my God, you are a completely different person from here to there.
Yeah,
Because you go
yeah.
from north to south.
Did he have his toenails painted too?
No, I couldn't see those. I think he was wearing socks with the Crocs, which is like major.
Ah,
faux
socks
pas.
with Crocs. Yeah.
Yeah, but he had Bieber charms. Sure is a nice teddy bear on you. Oh, he was vaping. That should have been a key.
Oh,
That should have
yeah,
been a
dude.
clue right there.
Yeah.
Nobody looks cool vaping. Are there some stars that you would watch a movie for? I saw this earlier. This was interesting. The list of celebrities that people would go see a movie for, regardless of what it was about, just because who was in it, basically tells you there is no movie stars anymore. Every single person on the list was of a certain age. They've been movie stars for quite some time.
Oh, dude. Okay, so like Samuel L. Jackson.
Let me read. Yeah. Well, let me read. Tom Cruise, The Rock, Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
Denzel,
Yeah, Denzel for sure.
Julia Roberts, Will Smith, Leonardo
Smith, yes.
DiCaprio,
Yep.
Johnny Depp, and Kevin Hart.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. There was no fucking Hemsworths or Jennifer Lawrences or Timothy Chalamet's or, Emma Watsons. It was all older movie stars. I thought that
Because
was
I
very
think we
interesting.
really cared. It's our generation, our demographic that really cares about that kind of shit. These kids don't care. They get movies every day on TikTok. Jay, we can't hear you.
Sorry, muted. Keanu Reeves wasn't on there?
Keanu was on the lower half. Or
Lower
no, he
half,
was on
okay.
the next 10. Those
Okay.
were the top 10.
Okay.
Keanu, Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, Adam Sandler, Harrison Ford, George
Yep.
Clooney, Robert Downey.
Oh, I don't know about Harrison Ford anymore, man.
Nah.
He's got
Yeah.
that show Shrinking,
Yeah.
and he's playing a guy with Parkinson's, and he's able to play it a little too well.
Mafia,
getting old,
who,
man.
Who's in a starring in a movie that you would automatically go see? Mine that I could think of, I was all John Candy, 100%. I would see any
Yeah.
John Candy
Yeah.
movie, and I've seen them all. Chris Farley, another guy. I would watch anything that he was in, and Adam Sandler. I'll still watch anything that
me
he's
too.
in.
I think I've only not watched one Will Smith movie, and it was the one where it's like 7 different people's lives are affected by one. I forget what it is. I never saw it though.
Maria says Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Galvin, I forgot what she said. You took the text down.
She said Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
Jeff Bridges.
Pretty
Kat
much
says
everyone
Jason
you named in
Bateman.
the first 10 was mine.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to think outside the box. Ron
Ooh,
Reynolds.
Jonah
not a ton.
Hill, Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Stallone. I'll watch anything Stallone is in.
Carrie Masterson says Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Boy, he just turned 86 or something like that. Somebody caught him standing on his balcony. Holy hell, he looked terrible.
Robert
looks
De
bad.
Niro, dude.
Okay.
Vin
but see,
Diesel.
all of these are old. We've been around for a long time sort of actors.
Vin Diesel, bro.
Stargazer says, I have a weakness for Jared Leto.
Never mind.
Jennifer Aniston from John. Yeah, I'm on board there. Jason Bateman, Michaela. I like Jason Bateman.
Travolta.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like him, and I like too Seth Rogen. I like Seth Rogen and James Franco. I like them.
James Franco. That's an outside of the box one. I can't even name a movie he's been in.
He was in Pineapple Express. He was in a lot of movies.
yeah. Mock Infinity says Nicolas Cage, Dustin Hoffman from Doreen.
John Riley, Bruce Willis. Clint Eastwood, there's another one. I would watch anything that Clint was in.
Jonah Hill. I like Jonah Hill. He's funny. I said that already, though.
I haven't been to a movie in so long, though. What was the last movie you went to?
Yes, this weekend. Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, how was that?
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah. It was good. It's very nostalgic, dude. It's a very good movie.
They said that's going to be one of the top COVID movies made during COVID times. Whatever, I don't know.
It's very
gonna
good.
Hit
It's
$1
a great
billion,
movie.
right?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Really?
Well, I mean, think about it. It works for all of it. It works
Like
for
could-
children, but it also works for adults because that's what we grew up on.
Nostalgia. Right.
Yeah.
So
we
could I
played
bring
those
Giovanni? He's 3. Would he?
Yeah,
like,
he'd love
like
it, yeah.
All right.
Didn't they make one of those in the 90s that was just a pile of garbage?
Oh, but it was live action.
Oh, what's this one? This isn't
This
live
was
action?
a cartoon. It's animation.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I want to watch. I have memories of the live action one. I want to watch it again.
It just horrible from what I was reading about it.
I thought I loved it, dude. I thought I remember loving it.
Wasn't John Leguizamo in that one?
I don't know. Super Mario.
1993 movie. Yeah, it's like a 29 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, but you can't trust Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, you
love it,
can.
dude.
No, the fan Rotten Tomatoes percentage you trust. You
Oh,
don't-
yeah,
Not
yeah,
the
yeah,
critics. Yeah, John Leguizamo was in it. Bob Hoskins, Dennis Hopper.
Oh, dude, I want to watch that movie again now.
Got a 4 out of 10 on IMDb. 35% on Metacritic. Just not a good movie.
I remember being a kid and liking it though. It's
Yeah, I
because
can't say that-
they were all people. Like Bowser was an actual guy. You know what I mean?
Galvin says, "Oh, Harry Belafonte died. Apparently, just saw it on
He's
the news."
died at 96. Yep, I just saw that. Just came through.
Was he more of an actor or a singer? I can't
Who the
remember.
fuck's Harry Belafonte?
He was a singer, and then I think transformed into being an actor, and then came back. He teetered between both.
Classic
Yeah.
man, though.
Classic. Yeah.
You know, before we do some news, let's just do I got a fake news or floor. We haven't done that in a while.
Well,
Should we do that?
Or that, this 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 or that, this.
Headlines, you pick fake or Florida, and that's how the game works. It's very simple. A Bradford County woman threw a football trophy at her husband because he bought the wrong pickles.
Bradford County. That sounds somewhere out in the fucking middle of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not one of the cities that ring a bell.
It's one of the, you
Bradford
don't know
County.
Bradford County. I
I
thought you
don't know
knew
Bradford
all
County.
of Florida.
And that's what I mean by there's these places in Florida that people don't know because they're little shitholes.
You also know that when you get the wrong pickles, you're fucking pissed off. Because pickles
Don't bring
aren't just
pickles into my house. I'll throw anything at you if you bring a pickle into
Oh
my
yeah,
house.
you're not a pickle person. Right?
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a pickle guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I eat any kind of pickle.
Or
No.
mini donuts. Buy the big ones or don't buy them at all.
You don't like mini donuts?
No, why you got to buy buy the big ones. Buy a normal sized donut.
I don't care what kind of pickle you bring into my house. If you bring it to my house, it's gonna be in my mouth at some point.
Ook. Yeah, right.
108.
You like a gherkin or what do you prefer?
I'm more of a kosher pickle kind of guy.
You like a big black pickle's what you like. big BP.
Let's see. I mean, okay.
got
1,
my-
2, 3. Florida. Yeah, Florida.
You both going Florida?
Yeah.
No, all right.
Yeah, that sounds some crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, true story.
What
64
kind
years.
of? What did he buy? The butter pickles, probably.
Let's see. She threw a football trophy at her husband. It's unclear which ones he bought and which ones she preferred.
That should be the top of the story. They should have found that out. That should be something you find out.
I know. The press not doing their job. A Cape Canaveral man was arrested for pulling out an 18-inch machete after a karaoke DJ denied his request to sing another song.
Yeah. I mean, Them karaoke people.
No,
are
machete,
legit.
not brick, Jay.
Cape Canaveral.
Cape
well
Canaveral.
known for fucking astronauts and fucking space shuttles. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
And also cruise ships. Other than that, not much out there.
Nothing near the launching pad. I bet there's a bar called Launch Pad out there.
Well, it could be. Should be. That'd
Has
be a
to
good
be.
idea. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Fake.
Fake. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We're wrong. Yeah. Damn. Really?
That's real.
Where'd he pull a machete out of? How do you walk into fucking bar with a machete?
He was at a karaoke bar, a guy named Travis. For whatever reason, they denied his song request. He went into a rage and he pulled out he didn't go to the car to get it. He pulled out an 18-inch machete and everybody was freaking out, but nobody was hurt.
Damn.
A woman talked him into giving her the knife. Persuasive. 1-1. A Palm Bay man was arrested for doing 100 in a 40 and telling cops he was speeding because he had to get his girlfriend to a Taco Bell interview.
A Taco Bell?
Taco Bell interview.
Palm Bay. He had to get her to an interview at a Taco Bell.
Doing 100 and a 40 because she had to get to her Taco Bell interview.
Not a bad reason. It's a good reason. I mean,
Really?
he should be.
Yeah.
At least he's showing the importance of getting there for an interview.
It's a Taco Bell interview. I don't know.
Should have left on time. Should have gave themselves
Sure.
time for
Yeah,
error.
yeah.
Right? There's a lot of should haves in this, but at
Shoulda
least he
made-
wasn't.
Go ahead.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Fake.
I'm going Florida. Because you know what? We've heard different reasons before, and this is a valid
I'd go
one.
100 miles an hour to eat some Taco Bell, not to work at Taco Bell, you know?
I'd go 100 miles an hour to drive home from Taco Bell.
She's got a shit.
Yay.
I'm going Florida.
Wait, what'd you say, Jay? You said
I said Florida. He said fake.
Corey?
Damn it.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no real other details to that one. Okay. An Indian Atlantic man calling himself the Saint was arrested for screaming obscenities and threatening to unleash an army of turtles that would destroy everyone.
Now, I was there, a week and a half ago, and we went to some pier because we were going to do some fishing. And as soon as we walk on the pier, I'm wearing my Yankees hat, and some guy goes, New York, that place has gone to shit. I need to go in there and clean it up because I'm God.
Nah.
And I look at him and I was like, and he goes, look out there. You see that sun? That's me. He said, you see those birds? That's me. And I was like, Lex, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. So that's why I'm going to say that this is Florida.
I'm going fake. I think this is a Kane special.
An Indian Atlantic man calling himself the Saint was arrested for screaming obscenities and threatening to unleash an army of turtles that would destroy everyone. Corey said Florida.
Yep. Yeah.
Good job,
It's probably
sir.
the same fucking guy.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Unleash an army of turtles.
That's the kind of shit he was saying. Yeah.
You've got plenty of time to get away.
Yeah, right.
This is for 1,000 points because we're tied at 2 for all the marbles. A drunk, naked Fort Pierce woman was rushed to the hospital after neighbors found her passed out on her front yard with a flock of crows pecking at her body.
Wow, there's a lot to unravel here.
Fort Pierce.
Fort Pierce. Drunk, passed out. If you've been to Fort Pierce, this is something you see on a regular basis.
I'll
Is
tell
it?
you,
Okay.
you lived in Fort Pierce.
I lived in Fort
you
Pierce.
did. Right.
Well, I lived on North Hutchinson Island.
That's making this story a little bit harder to determine because the fact that you used Fort Pierce.
Well, I mean, if that's where the story happened, I don't have no choice.
Crows were pecking at her body.
Yeah. Drunk,
Crows
passed
would
out
do
naked.
that. Crows
Yeah.
are a pecking type.
They're fucking
And they
peckers.
do. They're gathered. They gather together. And before he says it, I'm going to say it fake.
No, see, I I feel like Kane couldn't make this up in his fucked up mind.
You don't think Kane could make this up
I
out of
don't
all the
know.
shit he's made up
all right,
before?
You know what? Okay, I'm going Florida because I think that this is
Well,
possible.
because you have no choice.
Okay, fine. All right.
There is one detail of this that I think gives it away. But Corey, you said fake? Corey wins!
Wow.
You know what I thought was going to give it away? Because no self-respecting reporter would call it a flock of crows. It's a murder of crows.
Murder,
Oh,
yes.
Shut the fuck. Do you
Huh?
think we're thinking that deeply about your bird story?
Hey, everything I do, I put great care into.
Wow.
Let's do some,
These idiots wouldn't know.
let's do some news.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
Here's the perfect length of a nap, according to NASA. 26 minutes.
Yep.
How'd you knew that?
Because we've talked about that before. Yeah, it's been a thing for a little while now. Anything over that, you're gonna feel groggy and messed up. And it actually, if you nap for too long, could cause heart conditions.
You know what my
Heart
nap
problems.
time is? 126 minutes. Good couple hour nap. There you go.
But they say 26 minutes is perfect to refresh you. I always wake up tired as shit, even if it's 20 minutes.
Doesn't seem like too much. The top 10 party cities in the U.S., I've been to 9 of these cities. What's the number one party city in the U.S.?
New Orleans, fucking bullshit.
Nope, not even in there.
Thank God.
You were just there.
Miami.
Miami Beach, number 1. Followed by Atlantic City,
Oh.
Hoboken,
Oh.
Hoboken.
Sarasota,
What?
which surprised me a little bit. You would think that's an older community,
It
but
is.
Siesta Key's fun. Maybe that's, I don't know. Miami is 5. Las Vegas is 6. Baton Rouge, Louisiana is 7. That's the only place I haven't been to. Jersey City, Key West, and Reno, Nevada.
Wait, what was number 1?
Miami Beach.
What was number 5? You said number 5 was Miami. Beach.
Miami. Separate. Miami. Yeah.
Huh.
I rock the party. The Red Cross has a new Play by the Rules initiative. It's asking players of first-person shooter games to respect the real-world rules of war while they play. For example, you're not supposed to target nonviolent characters, civilian buildings, and you're even supposed to share your med kits with the enemies. Good luck. Playing a game. Play by the rules. There's no rules in a game.
And in Grand Theft Auto, I'm actually supposed to pay the prostitute as well.
Right. Obey all the traffic laws.
Yeah. The best part of Grand Theft Auto is getting 5 stars, dude.
I know. A school bus driver in Colorado facing 30 child abuse charges because he slammed on the brakes intentionally. The bus was behind him. He slammed on his brakes to teach the kids a lesson about staying in their seats.
He thought he was a mom, dude, in a minivan. My mom always said, "I'll stop this car right here in front of traffic."
Really?
Yeah, she did it one time. Get a shit at me.
The guy's excuse, he apologized, said I'm an old school guy.
Yeah, I don't know if that's not an excuse then nowadays.
Your mom would be like, no, that sounds like it would have been effective.
Should have sat the fuck down.
A new study says that eating bugs can be good for your gut. Okay, now we're just going to get a plethora of stories now about how bugs are good for you because that's where they're trying to steer us. They want to make you eat bugs, and you're going to see a lot of stories about how lab meat is good for you and all the amazing things they can do with all of these things that they're trying to force you to eat. Ridiculous.
Don't you think if you ate like a cricket or a cockroach, it would cause you to have a stomach bug?
Jay.
Oh, sorry. I had the wrong. Sorry, I was reading.
Thanks for being here. We do this every day about the same time.
No. I got an error message on the YouTube. I was just making sure that nothing cut off like it did yesterday.
Oh, by the way, I think what happened there, my screen over here is touch screen. I think when I set one of my news stories down, the paper hit the screen.
Oh, okay.
That must have been what happened.
Yeah. Sorry, but that's what I got another error message. I just wanted to make sure nothing cut off because I didn't want Patreon people to be
You can reverse your biological age by being less stressed.
Ha!
Well, that's easy to do.
Tell us how to be less stressed, you dumb bitch.
I hate when the doctor tells you that. Well, you got to cut out stress. It's not like sugar. You just can't.
I can't just avoid it in the fucking grocery store. Stress is on aisle 5. I think I'll go down aisle 6 instead.
It's so dumb. That's like the hardest thing to try to eliminate from your life is stress.
As long as there's bills and taxes and fucking expectations, there's going to be stress.
And random plastic bags in the middle of the freeway.
Well,
do you ever see a bag on the side of the road and stop because you think it might be kittens? No, just me then. I did it once. There might be animals in there, puppies. You don't know if it looks lumpy. Stop and pull over and check to see what's in there. You might be on the news. What, Corey? Come on. What are you in such a rush for? Stop to see if there's kittens in there.
in a bag?
Yeah. It happens all the time. Well, it's happened.
Happens every day. Yeah, I just passed the bag on I-4 and
I stop at every bag.
yeah.
The secrets of America's happiest people have been revealed. The cheeriest part of the U.S. population has this in common. Older religious women who believe in God. Those are the happiest group of women or people in America. Republicans and Democrats are about as happy or glum as each other. And happiness comes from kinship and community, not money or politics.
Money, I beg to differ. I think money.
Yeah, I hate that whole.
I honestly think that's something they tell people so they don't strive to become rich.
So they keep you poor. Yeah.
Yeah.
They need, let's be honest, they need a class of people that just works for them.
Right.
Sure.
They need.
They can't, if everyone was an entrepreneur, there'd be no one to work for anybody.
That's true. Keep the man down. Video from a Florida sanctuary shows the heartwarming hugs shared by a group of chimpanzees when they were reunited after a long journey from Ohio. They were happy to see each other, sure, but they were just happier to not be in Ohio anymore.
Thank God we're out of that piece of shit town.
Wow,
Oh my God. What's worse than Ohio besides Indiana? Golly.
I mean, we learned yesterday, median middle class in Cleveland's $23,000.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
Fucking loaded there.
Don Lemon was fired by CNN. Everyone saw that coming.
Yeah.
But Tucker Carlson is out at Fox, and nobody saw that coming. #1 rated news show on every cable channel, and now he's gone. I think Fox is fucked now. Definitely fucked.
Well, they probably fired him because they don't have the money for it anymore. The money they paid out for that settlement?
What was it, 780 million?
787, yeah. And, he talked a lot about that. But they haven't said why yet. But I think this is because he's not going to have a hard time finding a job. I mean,
He'll be at Newsmax tomorrow.
Everybody's clamoring for him, and that will put them above Fox News because Tucker was the one guy we talked about. Who would you go see in a movie just because so-and-so's in it? Tucker was the guy that people would watch Fox for. Fox has been going downhill for a long time, but we'll see what happens. Twitter. I think Elon is just trolling people because he's taking away some blue check marks. First of all, I don't know why Hollywood cares so much about these stupid fucking blue check marks, but he's also giving check marks for free to people who don't want them and dead people. Like Anthony Bourdain got his blue check back. Michael Jackson got one. Kobe Bryant got one.
Oh, God.
And Stephen King doesn't want it, but he gave it to him anyway. And Stephen's like, I don't want it. I didn't pay for this. And Elon's like, Elon's just fucking with people. But there are long Twitter threads. People taking it seriously about their blue check mark. Where's mine? Like Charlie Sheen was begging for his back.
Why?
I don't know. You see Pete Davidson shove that guy?
Good. He should have knocked him out. Did
After
you see what
the
that guy
Knick game?
was fucking doing? Did you see the whole video?
No, I didn't see the whole video. What happened?
Okay,
set it up. It's
Pete
after the Knick
Davidson-
game or something, right?
Yes, they're at the Knick game. Pete Davidson is walking and signing autographs for fans, like shaking hands, and this guy comes up to him, puts his arm around him.
The
Pete
old
Davidson,
guy, right?
Pete Davidson allows it, right?
Okay.
He kind of just moves to the side and he's up looking at fans and like holding hands, shaking hands, and clapping people's hands. The guy's still holding on to him. The video is a lot longer than you think. He's still next to him. He still keeps grabbing on to Pete, and Pete's kind of still walking away and letting it happen.
So wait, he's trying to take pictures with other people, and this guy just won't let him go?
So this is when Pete pushes him. He started going to take a picture with these two other people, right? And as he's doing it, this guy grabs him and puts his face next to his face, and Pete shoves him. He's like, come on, man, what the fuck?
That's the part I saw. That's the part I saw.
But it happened before then, too. This guy was grabbing on him.
Oh, so it wasn't just a knee jerk.
No,
touch me once. It was like he
been
bugging
let it happen.
him for a
he
while.
let it go for a second. Yeah, he was being and you could tell that's how Pete is too. He's not the type of person to do that right away. It worked up to being that.
What was
Jay,
funny is he shoves the guy, and then right after he's like, he's taking a picture with somebody right after.
And then he took a picture, and then after that picture, he just looks. He's like, fucking. He looks at the other guy. He's like, what the fuck, man? Like, go.
Yeah, who are you? Get away from me. You're not my buddy.
Let me share this. I don't know if this is the whole video, Corey, but I'll share what I found. Here we go.
And most people online are on his side. And
everyone
they
is.
should be. Yeah.
So this is what I found.
Okay, now we've seen angry Pete
Jesus.
Davidson. Yes, after the New York
Oh,
Knicks beat
God, I hate these fucking videos.
Sorry about that. I didn't listen.
Why
Watch
you
it
got to
before.
comment on it? Just show us the video.
Do you want me to keep going with it?
Cleveland
No, I don't
Cavaliers
think
in
that
Game
guy.
4 of their playoff series at Madison.
We already set it up. This is redundant. No, people can look it up if they want to see
All
it.
right. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, it's all right. You didn't know. Death pool. Who you got in death pool? I'm taking Bam Margera before the year is up. Bam Margera will be dead before the end of the year.
All right, real quick here. I found it. So
You found it?
Yeah. So watch this.
It's not hit play.
I am. So.
Nothing's happening.
Here. So here the guy comes. See the guy grabs him, puts his head on his shoulder, and
Yeah.
he looks away. Right? The guy's still holding on to him. Pete's not saying anything.
He's got his
Look,
chin
very
on
good.
his shoulder.
Right. So Pete looks away. Pete still hasn't done anything yet. Pete still hasn't said anything, done anything.
Taking a
so
ton
now
of pictures.
The guy grabs him like this, and so that's when he finally pushes him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would have
See
done the
what I
same
mean?
thing.
In his personal space
But
like that.
my thing is, he let it go for a little while. He wasn't doing anything.
No, you're right. Yeah, but Bam Margera's, he threatened his brother and his dad and all kinds of people. Now the cops are looking for him.
Yeah,
He's
but did you
wanted.
see where he's at? Last time he
Pennsylvania.
was seen, he went into the woods.
Yeah, he ran off into the woods.
He's just fucking in the woods somewhere.
His brother
There's no
answered
crack in the woods.
his brother answered the door and said, if you even fucking think about calling the police on me, I will officially fuck you up. And then his brother caught him peeing in the sink downstairs. He's going to kill everyone in the house, including his dad.
Well, he's already tried to kill his dad multiple times on video. We've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah. And finally, Bed Bath & Beyond have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Last-minute attempts to keep the company afloat failed.
That sucks. I love Bed Bath Beyond.
Yeah. I was a fan.
Yeah.
A lot of shit there. Closing a ton of stores, which is sad because people in big cities will now only have one more chance to loot them. Well, let's get the hell. Get your looting in before they close. Everybody. Portland, I'm looking at you.
If you're doing your looting at fucking Bed Bath & Beyond, man, come on, get the fucking towels. We got the softest ones.
These aren't towels. They're just wrapped around cardboard to make it look like a wall of towels.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Grab them hex-clad pans, damn it.
But sometimes, like right by the entrance, they'd have stacked cool electronic appliances, though. Then you could go grab a bunch of those, like fancy toasters or, whatever, air fryers.
You're if you're looting fucking Bed Bath & Beyond, you're like a middle-aged white woman. We're going to find you.
What's she driving? A Saab.
Yeah, Saab. The other one was an Aerostar.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, everybody.
Later.
Yeah.